What is up, YouTube? Steam blockchain. So today I want to talk a little bit about. So I was reading a Twitter post about this that police basically had to stop their so-called body cam, which they had, and you see this also cameras in China. All of this. I mean, what can we see? Like, what is the trend? Well, the trend is towards everything being recorded, basically. Everything's basically gonna be on video or recorder, and it's going to be some kind of everyone's basically gonna know everything, and and information is just gonna be everywhere. Something that Dan Larimer talked about, that this idea of radical transparency, that if you really take a look at this, and I also have been considering a lot, like back and forth, like what is the thing that actually would create more, a little bit more stability? It's probably never going to be a perfect system, but then it seems some kind of path moving forward to some form of more transparent system, which basically means in many ways humans sort of have to evolve their identity, especially. So the way most humans' identities are now is located to a specific country, located to a specific town, located. It's some form of identity that is very local. And now we have all this advanced technology that's coming in, same as the people have very advanced military technology now in their hands. The smartphone, for example, I mean, this is military technology. So and that is all these cameras and stuff like that. It is military technology in people's hands, and then you have to sort of consider it from many perspectives. uh Imagine if you was a military officer and you had this military gadget and you got it before everyone else. You should probably use it in a responsible way. and and that's when people have highly advanced technology, they should probably more become aware of how they're using it, and also be aware how they're affecting other people with it, because it does affect other people with it. And now you have this thing that, well, a lot of people are doing drugs and alcohol, and it's a growing industry. The chemical industry, sort of like, it's a growing industry, which means that they lower their awareness and their consciousness. They're basically lowering their faculties, and then they still have these gadgets in their hands. And if we used, without judgment, if we used looking at this, if we had a military officer, if he would run a tank and he would be drunk or would be on drugs, or if we had an airplane and the guy driving the airplane would be on drugs, would that be great? Would that create a great experience? Probably not. So you have this thing now where people have super advanced technology at the same time as they're doing drugs or doing alcohol and this. And then when they use technology at the same time, especially now when they get more empowered, that can have some consequences. Like, it can make it eventually so I mean, if people are not aware how they're using highly advanced technology, if they're not like hyper aware, like alert and conscious all the time, and I mean like literally all the time, about every little action that they're doing, it's probably going to eventually end up in a disaster, some mistake or something like that. And I mean, that's how you have to look at. So this is just when you're looking at it. Like if you imagine nuclear launch codes, and if you imagine if that person would be like drunk or something like that, a person would probably not want him to be drunk. So in a way, with all this body cam and like this advanced technology that's coming, I mean, in a way, it's going to make people more aware. So it's gonna have to make it so they're hyper aware all the time. And you can see that people become more hyper aware now. They constantly like checking news and stuff like that, but they also probably have to lower chemical use around technology. And that's something that people do not want to hear, because everyone want to do their like 5 years of alcohol and like drug use. But now when people are getting so extremely empowered, and we have drones driving around, and yeah, I mean, when it starts to get this advanced, that people don't even need a job, and people have more free time over, they should probably more start to really look at things. And it is just the momentum is basically going there, where everything is going to be on some form of video, and everyone is going to know everything about everyone. And yeah, I mean, that is that, and everyone is sort of evaluating stuff all the time also. So it's just that like everything's just going to be out there, and that is like where the trend is sort of going. And it's also this thing where people are talking about privacy, but at the same time they're sharing everything online, like they're sharing literally everything. So in a way, when you have all this technology already, people have already sort of made a decision. Okay, we like this technology, it's not perfect, but we want to use it. And then you have to sort of see, okay, we already share everything, everything is already going to be out there, there's going to be cameras everywhere. I mean, that is basically it's just going there, right? It's just going there. And then it just comes down to people should probably be at their best all the time, right? Because that sort of becomes like everything now becomes what kind of human being you are, and everyone will sort of see what kind of human being you are, um because it's so easy now to see. Like you can see if a person worked today, especially in the online age. Like you can also see if a person did not work today, and all this is out there, right? So everyone sort of know exactly what kind of human being everyone sort of is, because they can sort of see it. And yes, there is a lot of fakeness, and people doing like fake good things and stuff like that. But yeah, it's really really interesting to see how this is going to play out, because even at the same time as people, yes, that want privacy, I mean, they're also going to be replaced by the AI, like, because a lot of those people on the internet, they just share a lot of text-based stuff. I mean, we can just have some AI voice that just reads that, and then it's just it's just the video function, where humans still can sort of be a little bit unique. Of course, then eventually we can sort of simulate that as well, probably. But I think the video sort of helps people grow in many ways. So people should people should basically grow as human beings. Like this is in many ways it sort of becomes forced evolution in many ways. Like this high tech creates that where people rapidly need to evolve their idea of how they're looking at the world, what they're identifying with, how they're managing life, what kind of languages they speak, learning new online languages, learning about other people, learning how to relate to stuff. It's a lot of stuff, right? It's a lot of stuff, but it also is a lot of distractions everywhere. So people want to look at a lot of these topics. I don't want to give a clear answer, like, but this is some thoughts about this, like the body cam stuff and everything. And it sort of feels like everyone want to jump to some super fast conclusion, like this is going to be horrible and stuff like that. And people love overreacting. People love to see it in black and white terms, uh, and and it's not black and white. It's extremely nuanced. Like if you actually do your best at growing as a human being, things are probably going to be fine, right? And then people also, again, if they hear that, they want to jump to some super conclusion. This is going to be horrible and everything. And it's like, wait a sec, you have a high tech smartphone probably. You should probably try to use it daily to sort of making stuff a little bit better. And you're not even doing that. So it's like, it's just going there, right? Everyone's going to know everything about everyone. It's going to be a video on literally every single thing. So maybe it's good to practice video already. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting. But this military technology is getting out there. Like people have highly advanced technology, and it's making more and more people alert and conscious. And I think that's great, where they're just becoming aware of a lot of stuff that, yeah, now we're so empowered. So we should really be gratitude. We should have gratitude for every little bit of success and sort of try to become a little bit of a better person each day. And if we just try to be a little bit better each day, I think that it's gonna be smooth. Like it's gonna be great. But it means that people have to grow consciously and have awareness. Yeah. Have a great day, D2.